This might be a rugged show.
This might be a bad one.
I don't know if they're gonna get here.
One and only MUSH podcast.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Mush, and guess what? It's gonna be a great episode. It's a great day. This is episode 27. How you doing? I'm your host, Jeremiah, and here we have the other host, texting and not even being present,
I'm
Crispin.
getting notes together. Thank you very much.
I saw you blush immediately. Called out, dude. You know they have this thing called the phone snub fub, and I call people out for fubbing my ass, dude. I'll be like, whoa, sorry, I'm a human talking to you right now. It's crazy.
Like, yeah, but I don't like you, so my phone's better.
Yeah, this thing shows me naked people.
I do love how bashful you just got there.
That
You're
was
like,
fun.
I'm really sorry. I wasn't trying
Yeah,
to
oh my god.
stop it.
And here we have our step host. No, I'm in the dryer. How you doing, Shad
I'm
Foster?
gonna turn the dryer on. I'm doing good. How you guys doing?
Oh, yeah, I'm doing great, man. It's good to be here. I'm living by a new motto. I heard it on a Killer Mike song, but I'm living by. You like that, Nuck?
I love that.
Yeah, there was at the end of one of
First
these
thing you
songs.
ever said, Nuck liked.
Yeah, it was the first thing where he's like, you know what? He might be all right.
Not bad.
No, at the end of one of his songs, there's this guy, and he goes, "You can't do nothing if you're broke." And I just wanted to say that to all the people. You can't do nothing if you're broke.
It's goddamn true.
So get your paper up. Shit's bad right now. We need to be out in the streets, and we need to be hustling and scheming,
Yeah.
and we need to stack the chips, the lettuce, the paper, the cheese.
So we can all tell Jeremiah's account is $36 in the negative
yeah.
right now.
We can tell.
No one is more motivated than a broke person to
He
get
filled up
to
his
get their-
full gas tank and not even a worry in the world.
I walked away from the gas pumping, and now I'm financially ruined.
I can't eat lunch today because I got an extra 2 gallons of gas.
$35 draft fee.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's just my way of saying help. No.
That's when I feel like I've made it, when I can put the gas on and just walk away and be like, whenever it's full, it's fine.
I do that every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Paycheck comes, we're gassing up and not paying attention. After that, I'm like, all right, $9.98, $9.99, and stop.
Fuck 10-1. I'm ruined.
God damn it, dude! I'm fucking ruined.
You gotta message your bank.
I'm gonna get a fucking overdraft fee because Apple's gonna take $3.99.
Dude, do you ever smooze up your bank and be like, hey, like I am just gonna be in the negative for a while? Any chance I get a refund on some of those overdrafts?
You know, I've done that in the past. I haven't done it recently.
Dude, it's pretty fucking great. I got refunded like $300.
Dude, one
so many
time
overdraft fees.
I got fucked by my bank because I was like, I didn't realize I was this poor. I was working at this warehouse and I was trying to use my card on the vending machine, and the vending machine added more, like the total was more because it's got a card fee. And I didn't realize that. I'm like, yeah, I got fucking $4. I can get this, whatever. And I'm like, beep, beep, and it keeps
That's
declining.
ultimate poor people mentality. I got $4. I can
That's
get
how
a
you
bag of
stay
chips.
poor, dude.
Dude, 100%. That was dirt fucking
brother,
poor.
that is the hamster wheel.
Oh, yeah.
I can afford a bag of chips. I got $2.99.
Dude, so
It's $2.79.
I'm trying to get this fucking bag of chips, and my card declines like 4 times. I was like, well, that's bullshit. And then I opened my bank the next day, and it was like, decline, overdraft fee. Decline, overdraft fee. Decline, overdraft fee. And then my account's negative, and then they hit me with more overdraft fees for the overdraft fees. Dude, my account was like negative $300. I called them, and I was like, what the fuck? And they refunded all of it, but I was like, this is a huge problem. You cannot, it's going to eat my paycheck. Like, I'm fucked if you do this to me. I'm working like 2 days a week at a warehouse.
When my wallet got stolen, someone tried to charge something to some website, and it was like $29.99. And I like went in that day and shut my card off and said it wasn't me on the fraud alert thing, and so it shut my card off. And then it still went through. And I had to go through and do like this dispute that took like 20 minutes just to get refunded the money that someone took.
The $30 that you needed.
Yeah, dude.
No, fuck no. $10, anything over like $3, I'm fighting. I'm fighting for it.
I was like, what was the website? And they were like, biggirls.com.
They're like,
fuck,
this is
that was
definitely
me.
you.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I forgot.
Actually, let it go through. It's fine.
Yeah, just let them have it. They probably need it.
Have it. He probably needs it more than you,
You know
think.
what, you
He's
could-
probably in a loveless relationship, and is just trying to spice it up.
It's getting hard. He wants to get hard. Whatever. You know what you can fucking do is you can use your credit and like run it everywhere and get a bunch of loans and shit. And then you call the credit bureau and say that your identity got stolen, and they'll fucking take it all back. And they don't take the money back, I hear.
Breaking news: Crispin endorses fraud on the Mush podcast.
I'm just saying it's something I discovered because I had my identity stolen recently. It was a really horrible time.
It was just like, actually, it was really traumatic. Thanks for making fun of it.
Yeah, I found out I could get a Mazda
Yeah.
if I really
Ooh.
wanted. Yeah. Not a
Wow.
Mitsubishi, surprisingly.
Big baller crispy chicken sandwich over here, getting a Mazda. What are you gonna get? A little Miata? You should get a Miata.
I'm going to get an Impala.
That's not a Mazda.
I don't want a Mazda.
He said he could get one, not
Yeah,
that
I
he
could
would.
get it.
Who would get a Mazda? That's the true question. Babes. That's a babe car.
100%, dude.
Maybe
that
I do.
is
Maybe
that is
I
a
do want
babe
a
car.
Mazda. I feel like a babe sometimes.
Yeah, also, I do love whipping a Toyota Corolla, and that's also just a total chick car.
No, dude, Toyota Corolla. That's NPC car, and this is from someone who had one and loved it.
I love Toyota Corollas, but I will openly, Camry, total chick car.
Camry's a chick car.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, a Corolla that is either
That's
a
a sensible man. That's a sensible business person car.
yeah,
What's
yeah,
a RAV4 considered? I want to know.
chick car,
Is that a chick car?
lesbian car for sure.
Lesbian,
I wanted one.
lesbian car
Yeah.
for sure.
I'm at the shop at REI.
Yeah, she says she's bisexual, but she hasn't dated a man in like 6 years.
Cucky dude or lesbian.
Yeah.
Maybe that does fit me. I haven't
Or like
dated
a,
a
or
man.
like a poor 20-year-old kid, and the RAV4 is on its last legs, or tweaker, big tweaker car, actually.
Or kid that has a hand-me-down RAV4.
From his lesbian moms.
Yeah,
100%. Yeah.
yeah.
Wish I had one of those.
I like that we're just generalizing cars.
It's so much fun. What's a Volvo?
Toyota,
wait,
Toyota
for what's-
Tacoma. Someone that would yell at cholos out of a window.
What's
Great.
a Ford
Yeah.
Fiesta?
A rental.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's purely they make those for rentals, and if someone's driving one of them,
They bought it from
they're
rental?
not real.
Yeah.
That's you're having a hallucination. They're not, actually Ford Fiestas aren't real.
No.
I heard
So-
Ford Fiestas are a good time.
No, Ford Fiestas are great if you're well, no, because they do have the cool hatch one.
Yeah.
That's for an 18-year-old kid who thinks he's Ken Block. Rest in peace.
Damn.
But yeah, if it's your standard 4-door Ford Fiesta, that's a rental, or you are having a daytime
Rough
hallucination.
time.
Yeah.
Nuck. What do you drive?
Kia.
Stolen.
Ooh, Kia boys.
It's always a different Kia. It's
I
weird.
was curious why he showed up in a shiesty today. Actually, that's
He's like, well, it's whatever I can get my hands on that day. You know, it's
Someone got
whatever
the
this
USB taken
USB
out.
cord goes to.
yeah, that's awesome.
What's a Volvo?
Oh, it's a Volvo.
That's an old person's car.
Yeah, that's an old person car. That's a sensible.
They
or
take
that's
care
like
of it.
someone that like.
I feel like it's
their
a dad car.
Nah, their grandpa died and they got
It's
it.
usually
from
like some international mechanic's fucking car who's like, I can take care of this. It's like, yeah, you have to because
Yeah.
no one else wants to.
Yeah, that's accurate. It is a pain in the ass to take care of my car.
And
Yeah.
Mustang, I told my friend Mustangs are like
Gay.
that's an army car or some 50-year-old going through a hard time.
Yep.
And every fucking Mustang I ever sold was to some 18-year-old kid who's getting out the military or some fucking old dude.
Swear
Or-
to God, that is so true.
Or
bro.
if it's a piece of shit, it's an 18-year-old or a tweaker.
yeah.
Yeah.
And usually the 18-year-old's dad is a tweaker.
Yeah.
He's taking it apart a few times.
Honda
100%.
Civic, white trash.
White trash,
Yo.
or
No, like the old, like the '90s Honda
or
Civics.
they
it.
watched Fast and Furious way too much.
Yeah.
There's no in between.
Yeah.
If
a
you
great
can
movie.
hear the Honda Civic from 3 blocks away, Fast and
Or
Furious.
J Rock. You could be like J Rock type. You know?
Oh yeah.
Know what I'm saying? You know, like you can be.
Yeah.
Are y'all against Fast and the Furious? Because I love that series.
I hate all
I love
movies.
all of
All
them.
movies suck.
He's anti-movie. I'm picky on Fast and Furious. I liked 1, 2, and Tokyo Drift. The rest of them
You didn't
don't.
like 4?
No, dude.
Oh, F4? Furious 4?
Never
Oh
in my life,
God.
dude. They got too mad. I'm a happy guy. I'm not trying to be mad all the
I
time.
bet.
dude.
Yeah.
I bet you Nuck has a good opinion on Fast and the
Fast
Furious.
and the Furious, pro or against?
I like the first one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Nucks on my side. Let's go.
They drop a hard F bomb on that one like it's nothing.
He's like, that's why.
I
do
just
you
replay
think I
that
like
scene.
it?
Been a long time.
You make me
since
cry,
you've been
dude. He
gone.
drives off into the
I
sunset.
love that you're
dude.
singing different words to the right tune.
Yeah, how does it go?
I fucking not
That
that,
song
way.
stinks, dude.
Yeah, it's bad.
That's such a bad song.
I
that
did
song.
see Wiz Khalifa do it live though, and I was like, well, "This is kind of
You're
interesting."
crying. You're like, this is so gay.
Fucking dude. So
driving
it
off
was
into
a-
the sunset's representation.
It was a
of the-
slideshow. It was a slideshow that was playing in the back of like all these like dead music icons, and then in the middle of the slideshow was Paul Walker. So it was literally like Eazy-E, and then Paul Walker. I was like, okay, that's cool, I suppose. And they had like proof, like Eminem's friend, and then just this white dude with fucking top ramen hair, I guess.
Just hanging out. He's like, "What up, cuz?" Wait, you like Fast Furious 2?
Yeah. Too
And
Fast,
not
Too
4?
Furious?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That's
tuned out
crazy.
after Tokyo Drift.
Oh, it's wild. I can't believe you tuned in for Tokyo Drift.
Have you seen Tokyo Drift?
Yeah.
Dude, I say, what do you mean drift? All the time, dude. It's so funny.
I fucking hate that. I mean, that guy's probably a nice person, but every time he shows up, he's like, "I'm just here to drive fast cars and go around places."
Yeah, what do you
Get the
mean
fuck outta
drift?
here.
It's so funny, dude. It's so funny. Also, he's such a bitch. He went to go fight that dude and pulled out a giant wrench.
Yeah.
He's like, "What's up, pussy?"
I love that they kicked his ass so many times. It's like, learn karate already. Come on, you're in the fucking
Yeah,
land.
that could have been the Karate Kid movie
Yeah.
if
Oh my
he
God, I
had
would've
just
loved
like
that.
not gone to Japan and hung out with fucking Lil Bow Wow.
That's a good movie, man. You got to get into movies.
Speaking of like driving around and shit. So last week we were talking accidents and shit like that.
Yeah.
Dude, I had the craziest thing happen on I-5.
What happened?
Dude, I was following a pickup truck that was following a work truck.
Yep.
And the work truck hit like a big bump and a bunch of ladders and material fell off the truck and hit the truck in front of me, and the truck ran all that shit over, and I had to slam on my brakes so I didn't run all this shit over and hit this guy. And then the person behind me was tailgating me and slammed on their brakes, and then they had to pull off into the shoulder and almost hit the Jersey barrier so that they didn't rear end me. And like this dude like ran over like ladders and shit like that, and like shingles and boxes of nails were all over the road and shit. Like it was crazy. It was like a Mario Kart bomb exploded.
Did you see the ladder
And so
fucking
many
flip?
cars, like I stopped, and so many cars were going by me, and I had to like wait for all the lanes to be open so that I could go all the way around. But so many cars were just driving through nails.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is crazy, dude. This is insane that this is happening. Once again, I cannot reiterate, I smoke weed and watch Netflix while I'm driving, and people somehow are still worse than me at driving.
Dude.
It is crazy. Please pay attention.
I forgot this happened. This happened like 7 years ago. But I was on Highway 16. There's that like big curve that's kind of blind, and same situation. I'm driving. There's a car on my ass, like a little Kia Rio, and I hit this corner, and there is a like a hand truck sitting in the middle of my lane. And I was like, oh shit. And I had to get out of my lane and then swerve like kind of onto the other shoulder to get around it because it's sideways. And the car behind me bombs this thing. And I swear to God, this car went whoop and like hit its oil pan exploded. And I was like,
Dude,
Shouldn't have been tailgating.
yeah, you should have fucking backed up, dummy.
There's been so many times where there's like an accident, you can still see like big parts of a car in the road, and you gotta like drive through the lanes.
Yeah,
and
you're
shit.
like moving around pistons and
Yeah.
shit.
Dude, I was driving. This is when I was driving the Toyota Corolla. I was driving at night, and I was like in pit maneuver position to a car. But I was like, now listen, hold on. I'm just.
You mean their
describing."
blind spot?
No, fucking shut up and let me talk. So I'm like in pit maneuver position, but I'm like a cart length away.
Yeah.
Right. And so they swerve really hard and come back. And then all of a sudden, a huge bucket worth of blood, like it's dumped on my car.
What?
And it was dark. There was like no like road lights or anything, and I had no idea. Like there wasn't a carcass in the road or anything. But I got out of. I was like, "What the fuck?" I had to turn my windshield wipers on, and it was like,
Just
and I
spraying
pulled
AIDS everywhere.
dude. I pulled the fuck over, and like my entire hood and my like windshield up down the back of my car was red with blood. Like
Sick
it was
Halloween
coated
decoration.
with blood, dude. It was crazy. It was
they
a white car.
Cream a fucking deer or something? That's nuts.
There were no bodies in the road. I don't know if it like got off to the side of the road or like someone like and like blood came out of like, I don't know what the fuck happened. But that is one of those things that like, have you ever had those things happen in your life where like, I'll never have an answer to that?
Yeah. Dude, that's fucked up.
It was so crazy. And then I was like, that was because I was like stoned. I was like, that wasn't real. And I went home and like parked my car and went to bed and woke up and there was like dried blood all over my car. I was like, that was real. That wasn't
Dude,
fucking
he was like the brother
Wait,
from
did you-
am I
Hereditary.
tripping
Did you look
right now?
around? There was no body, nothing.
Nothing, dude. I pulled right the fuck over. I was like, what the fuck was that?
That might have
'Cause
been
I
a
thought it was like
hilarious
muddy
prank.
water or something, you know? I was like, is that blood? That can't be blood, you know?
That's
And it
insane.
dried. It was fucking blood.
You think those people just toss out a bag of blood and they're like, "This is gonna be hilarious"?
Was it a truck?
It was a car.
It's a car.
That was following.
Damn,
It
dude.
was like a crossover. It was like not a big crossover.
You
yeah.
might have destroyed evidence.
Yeah.
It was crazy, dude. Yeah,
That is
I was
hilarious.
Like,
We're
what
gonna
the
see
fuck?
Hughes on a show in 40 years, and they're gonna be scraping out blood out of his
They're
windshield.
like quoting the Mush podcast.
It'd be,
And he
hu-
said, "I drove away." Said it must have been a dream.
it'd be hilarious if it was one of those like medical transport cars, like headed to the blood bank, and they
Yeah,
swerved to
fuck.
miss a deer.
The
and
O
they're-
negative.
yeah, it flew out their window, and just fucking hit you like a water balloon.
Yeah, dude, that might be one of the most feasible options, honestly, because it was like a water balloon of blood hit me. It was
At least
crazy.
your windows were up.
It was a lot. It was like a barrel. It was like it covered my car.
You just ruined some vampire's dinner.
Like if you threw a milkshake, you son of a bitch. If you threw his Meals on Wheels for vampires and that just fucking back doors are flying open like GTA and
For the
blood things,
homeless vampires.
how they're starving. No, because like if you threw a milkshake at the hood of a car, it would like just kind of not even coat the hood.
Yeah.
yeah.
The whole hood, the whole windshield, all down the side of my car.
You know what
Was
will
coated with
fuck up
blood.
a windshield? I learned this firsthand.
A rock.
A Jimmy John's sandwich. Yeah. So I used to work at the dump. I'm sure that's gonna come up a lot on this show. I have some funny dump stories, but they got us lunch, and it was like Jimmy John's. So it was like this little small section of a sandwich and a little box with some chips. And I took all the leftovers home, dude. I was like, I'm eating for a week. We're good to go. And this dude was riding my ass. I'm doing like 50 and a 30, and he's up my ass. And I was like, you know what? Fuck you, pussy. And I grabbed a sandwich, unwrapped it, and I hurled it out the window. And it splattered on his windshield, and most of it came off, but all the like mayonnaise and stuff was on his windshield wiper. So he turns his wipers on and just goes... and just coats his windshield. It was so funny. And then I could tell he was out of wiper fluid too, because they start going faster and nothing sprayed, just making it worse. Dude, I felt so good. I watched him pull over. I was like, later, nerd, and I sped up. I
That's
was like,
so funny, dude. That you almost killed somebody with mayonnaise.
Some guy's we're gonna finally get a following, and somebody's gonna back these episodes and be like, "That motherfucker."
Yeah, we've
gonna know
admitted
you.
to a lot of crimes on this podcast.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah.
all
They're
alleged.
all jokes.
This is a storytelling podcast.
Comedy
and, A lot of
podcast.
it's made up.
Yeah,
we should put a disclaimer at every episode from now on. It's like all stories told in this are a work of fiction.
For sure. Speaking of a work of fiction, I went to a magical place. Let me tell you about it. You guys curious? I want to tell you. You guys,
Aberdeen, Washington.
you guys care? Do you want to hear about this this magical place I went to?
Yeah, tell me about your magic place, dude.
I help manage Cannabis 21, and that we have like some sister stores that are like vape shops, right?
Yeah.
So just to get out of the office, I went with like one of my coworkers that goes and like sources all the vape pens and stuff. He goes to these warehouses and shit like that. And he took me to one of the big wholesale warehouses, brother. And I walked into this big Costco style warehouse, and I swear to God, that is where the dudes behind the counters wearing turbans are assembled. It was crazy. I walked
putting
in,
their hats on.
and
It's
it's
Little Pakistan.
dude, it smelled like a
Curry?
convenience store in there, and there were like vape pens and samurai swords and big dick pills and big boxes that you could buy.
He's like, I didn't buy it.
Dude, it was where they get all the stuff in convenience stores. There's like shitty California hoodies with like the bear on it.
It's like California spelled wrong.
There's like butterfly, like I bought like a butterfly knife from there that you
Fuck
could like
yeah.
practice with and shit like that. Well, it's like not a real
Yeah, the
blade on
trainers,
it.
yeah.
The trainer one. So I'm like practicing with a butterfly knife, and
You're just walking around the warehouse.
You're walking around, you buy shit. Like this guy was like, here, dude. Here's a couple bottles of like kratom. Just here, take them.
Just
and
free
that's where I
sampling
got
you?
like those like nicotine mints that I gave you. They just
Yeah.
gave them to me. They're like, here, dude. And I was like, all right. I put them in I was like, fucking.
Just gave you
see you
5
later,
cents.
dumbass.
Dude, those nicotine
You were
mints?
stoked, dude. You were stoked on getting like 3 free bags last week. I got like 4 servings of liquid strong ass kratom with kava in it, and then I got like 8 rolls of nicotine mints, and I got like nicotine gum, and I got those mushroom tablets that I gave you.
Yep.
So I got one for me and one for you, which is like a worth of a quarter of mushrooms.
I
in
was
those
gonna take them
tablets.
this weekend, and I ended up just getting fucked up instead.
Bunch of shit for free from just going to that place. They were just fucking throwing shit away. It was crazy.
That's
That's
the
nuts.
fucking
It was the
best.
weirdest thing, man. And then I walked through this aisle, and I was like, this smells familiar. And it was the incense aisle. And I'm like, I'm going to have to get back into incense. Incense rule, dude.
Dude, that is like the toy store for an adult. Just like
That place was fucking awesome. I was walking around.
barbiturates.
Wait,
Dude,
where
they had-
was this at?
It was in Federal Way.
Oh, can we go?
Oh,
I-
nice. I
Can we
want to
take a-
go.
can
No,
we
you
take
need a
a-
retail license to buy shit. Though.
I have one.
You have a retail license?
Breaking
Probably.
news. The Mush Boys are going to start selling vapes on their website.
Dude. Fucking yeah, it was a really cool place to just tool around. They had this fucking vape pen for dab pens that you could screw up to 2 cartridges in, and it turned into a cell phone. You could take calls on it, you could text people on it, you could play your music through a speaker on it, you could play games on it. It had a touch screen and shit.
Bro, what?
I'm gonna buy like 8 of them.
How much are they?
They're fucking $20.
Bro,
That's
and then you just go
crazy.
get a fucking like Boost Mobile SIM card?
No, it connects to your phone.
Oh, it's like a Bluetooth.
Like a
That's
smartwatch.
It's-
nuts.
Yeah. It's like a smartwatch, but it's a fucking dab pen and it counts how much like you've smoked out of it and shit like
You
that.
just feel
it's
bad about
fucking
yourself.
dope, dude.
Dude,
You
that's,
could leave your phone in the truck and just be getting high texting people and playing fucking tunes, dude.
that's insane.
That's the vibe.
You're gonna butt dial somebody, you just hear.
Well, anyway, I was thinking about like, I don't even really believe in Jews,
That's our fake people.
I'm back on that. I'm back on my bullshit.
back on Jews aren't real.
Yeah, dude. I swear to God. No, I'm just kidding. They're very real.
I like
real
'em.
problem. No, I'm kidding.
Real hassle.
Yeah.
We fucking talked about all y'all shows and shit last week, and I forgot to mention I finally did that sick audition.
Give it up. Give it up. Woo! How did it go,
High five
dude?
from afar.
Yeah, I got you, buddy.
It was pretty good, man. So you know the weird, that feeling where you lose them your first fucking 2 bits, and you're like,
No, I've
"God
never
damn it."
experienced that.
Sorry.
That's just him coping hard as fuck. Where
No.
he's like, no,
You guys know when you do a bad job?
yeah, you know when you realize everything you've ever hoped and dreamed you would be good at, you're not.
Well, you know when you have
Breaking
a
news:
fucking,
Crispin realizes he sucks at comedy.
Well,
Just
my
kidding.
fucking opening bit did great, and I was like, got him. And then the second bit, they were like, nah, not that one as much. And I was like, God damn it. And so after that, though, it was fucking smooth sales.
That's the worst too, because you get your confidence on your first joke, and you're like, "We got this,"
And you lose
and
it
then
on
you
the
lose it,
second.
and you're like, "Maybe that was a fluke. Am I a loser?" And
No.
then that third one is a real like. You're like, if I get
Please.
another dud right now,
Please,
I
God.
might spiral.
Yeah, dude.
And early on in my career, if I got a good, bad. I might tank the set. I
Yeah,
might
dude.
go, what the fuck is wrong with you
Just
guys?
start
I might
crying.
fucking flip out,
100%.
dude. I'm better now. Like, luckily, I'm more professional. But, dude, that would have been something that would have shook me.
Yeah.
dude.
I
was a
still
big-
have that. Like, I mean, when you like get into it, you have like a couple of good puffs, and you're like, I'm comfy, I'm in a groove.
Yeah.
I will do the opposite, where if I have like a good bad, I'm cagey as fuck now, and I'm
You
not
get jumpy.
Yeah, dude, like someone will like minimal table talk. I'm like, "What'd you say, pussy?"
Yeah, dude, you gotta let that shit
No,
go.
I am funny.
Yeah, that's like the performance level of like, nuh-uh.
Yeah.
You know, like you gotta fucking own that
When
shit.
you turn on the audience,
yeah.
you're like, "I'm fucking kill you, dude."
Yeah, right,
Oh,
dude.
you
Shut up! I'm trying to do my skit.
That joke killed yesterday. If you were there, you would fucking know.
Yeah, dude. I'm actually trying to do my art right now.
I do write funny jokes. I tell them at other clubs.
No, man, you just didn't hear
Think this is a poetry
you
slam?
didn't hear part of the setup, and the setup's really important to the punchline.
You don't get the nuance, dude.
I switched that bit with another bit that goes together. It'll really pay off later.
I love. Have you guys? I've done. I think both of you guys have seen me do this because I'm like very present when I do like I'm very like I like to be
You're
very
aware.
self-aware.
Yeah.
And I've been like telling a joke and realized I like fucked up the setup, and I'm like, well, I ruined that, and I just like changed the joke entirely, and everyone like laughs really hard. But then like afterwards, when I've done that like in a show, they were like, I do want to know the joke though. Like, I was like,
on a
"Oh."
cliffhanger.
Yeah, dude, I was like, because like for a long time until I memorized how to say it, that like she likes her food like she likes her sex spicy,
Yeah.
but it leaves my ass hurting in the morning. I would like mix them up and kind of fuck it up, and if I fucked up the
She
order
likes
of
her
that,
ass how she likes my
yeah,
food.
if I fucked up the order of that, it just didn't work.
Leaves my
Dirty.
sex
And if
hurting in
I-
the morning.
and if I fucked it up, I'd just have to go. "Oh, I fucked that up. Sorry, guys." And then it always got like a laugh. But it was. Have you guys had that happen, or am I just totally bad?
No, I've definitely flubbed a punchline before.
And,
That's like-
did you stop yourself and just go, "Oh, I really fucked that up"?
yeah, I did that.
yeah.
I did that last weekend when I was in Portland. I like stuttered over a word. I mispronounced it, and so I corrected myself, and it just took the flow out of the punchline. And I was like, "Oh, early fucked that one up." And they were like, yeah, you did. I was like, all right, buddy. Anyways.
No, the fucking great part is if you fuck up and you say, let me start over, and then they go, okay, and they get excited, and then you tell it, and they're like, it wasn't really worth it.
Right. That's why I always just move on, is because
Yeah.
like Seinfeld said, like if you flub a line or anything, or if like you get interrupted, they're like, no, finish, and you're like, it's ruined. Like it's ruined.
You put
Like,
the brakes on the
yeah.
train, dude.
Yeah, you flush the toilet while we're fucking in the shower, as Mark Norman says, you know, and it's like, yeah. Anyway, it's one thing that I learned from working with Shelly Belly last week that she told me that a couple headliners had pointed out to me, and this is like to any comics watching. The Pacific Northwest is lousy with people that'll walk back a joke. I'm guilty of it all the time. Like if they're not with a premise, you go, or like we were just talking about, go, well, that sucks or whatever. And Shelly Belly, she was like, dude, you're so funny. And I was like, thank you. Cause I kind of asked her to give me her thoughts, give me her comments on my act. And she was like, dude, you got to stop walking back jokes. That makes you seem so unconfident. And I was like, what do you mean? I was being like self-aware. She's like, nah, dude, that makes it seem like
Face of disgust.
Yeah. It really opened my eyes. She's like, you never say a joke doesn't work. You lose your fucking power, dude. You're in control. You need to be confident. If something doesn't work, she's like, you're right. Cause she really thinks I'm funny and she really likes my writing. She says, your writing is so strong that you know it's funny. I know you know it's funny. So you need to own it. And don't ever say sorry for anything, and don't ever walk anything back. This is what comedy is, and don't bend to them. And it's such a Seattle thing, because I've had headliners say it's such a Seattle thing for comics to go, well, that didn't work. Oh, you guys don't like that. Oh, and then because we're on so pins and needles, because the audiences in Seattle and Portland, I'm sorry to say, kind of suck, you know? And like, well, they're different, you know? And walking it back will do you well in Seattle. Not anywhere else. It looks bad, you know? And she was like, do me a favor. She's like, next set and for the rest of the weekend, don't apologize for anything. Own everything you say and be confident. And if they don't laugh, look at them like, that's funny. And I did that numerous times where like I had a wordy joke and maybe they took a second, where normally I would have like been like, well, it didn't work. And I looked at them and I have an expressive face and I wasn't wearing a hat, and I was like, and they all started laughing because they thought about it, and they're like, oh fuck, that is a funny joke, you know?
It's cool that he's gay.
I do love that Jeremiah was like, hey, you guys ever do this? Well, I don't do that anymore.
Yeah,
Actually,
no.
I know how to be better at comedy than you guys. I actually don't do that anymore.
It was a good segue to share what I learned, you know?
No, that does work. I had that at one of the shows that I did in Portland. I don't remember the joke, but I just kind of sat in it for a minute and I was like, huh? And then you get like this kind of roll where even people who don't think it's funny, they're like, all right, well, I'm on his side, so we'll stick with him.
I have a real life example on a set that weekend of how me doubling down got a new punchline for a joke. So I was doing my Sage the Cat joke, which is like, like I thought burning. If you look me up if you want to know the fucking joke, I'm not going to do the joke.
Come to a show.
Basically, it's about me killing a cat.
Yeah.
But it's a super silly joke. It's obviously not real. And then someone stage right went too far. And I went too far. I was like, this lady literally thinks I killed a cat for a joke. And then everyone starts laughing. And I go, lady, some of my jokes aren't real. That one is, but some aren't, you know? And that killed, and now that's a tag in the joke. And it's because I just owned it, where normally I would have been like, oh, geez, that's the line or whatever, you know? And I owned it, and I was like, you really, like, you're dumb, you know, like, for not liking that. And that energy, because I was talking to Shelly Belly, I was like, that doesn't seem cocky, because I am always afraid to seem like, you know me, I'm a
Like big shit.
truly am like a bit of a humble guy. So I hate cocky people. I hate overly unnecessarily confident
Unwarranted
people.
confidence. Yeah.
It looks so bad that I'd never want to do that, but I'm always the other way, where I see more self-loathing and self-deprecating. So it's like, it's not overly confident to be like, no, that is funny.
Yeah.
You know, and to like hold your ground. That's what you're supposed to do. And I wish someone would have said that way earlier, where they're like, no, hold your ground. Hold your ground.
Stand your ground.
Stand your ground, boy. Stand
Castle
on business, dude. But yeah, so that's what I've been doing lately.
It makes sense.
It
yeah.
works.
No,
the
that's-
fucking the bit that I do, the one about the Coke knife one, and when I tell the first part, it usually gets pretty fucking quiet, because they're just like, oh, this guy might be more fucked up than I thought. And I did that at the fucking thing. It ended up being my closer, because I didn't want to go over, because I was so nervous about going over. I said the main part that usually shuts the room down, and I was like, hey, I know it's fucked up. I can tell by how y'all are all looking at me, and it got really quiet. and that got a good pop. And then I got to go to the second part. But that fucking guy that runs Sick, he talked to me after, so he was asking a lot of questions, and I was like, I hope that's a good sign.
I hope so too.
Because like I got my time exactly at 7 minutes. I fucking closed out on a strong punch.
Fuck yeah.
Did good. He fucking talked to me after. I got booked for a show in Bellevue after that. So I'll be
Nice.
fucking up there. Yeah, some guys opening up like some new restaurant, and they're like, "We'd love to have you if you're fucking ready to perform up there." And
Fuck
He goes, "Are you comfortable performing in like a bar restaurant?" I go, "Yeah, dude. What the fuck?" Like,
Like, yeah, obviously I work there.
Normally I do
I'm gonna
theaters,
be there
but-
filling out an application. What do you mean?
Yeah, normally I do theaters, but you know, I can make this.
I mean,
a
it's no fucking club, but when I guess I could give it a try. Like, what the fuck?
But yeah, no. Speaking of like, you know, do you mind doing a bar or whatever? Like,
Yeah.
That's so funny.
I drove like 3 weekends ago. I drove 6 hours each way to Kennewick and back in a day for a fucking 100 bones to
Road
perform
dogging.
to perform at a free for people show at a bar and grill in Kennewick, and it was in like a real sketchy
stinker.
area. Yeah, it was a real sketchy area where, like, you know, so like my buddy growing up, like he had like a poster that was like Little Homies, and it was like
Yeah.
all the different cholos and shit like that. And I saw like
All
eight-
of 'em.
I
All the
saw
ones
like
they make.
8
You
of
should've
those
Held it up,
dudes.
taking a picture.
I saw like an in real life version, a live action of 8 of those little
big homies?
walking around, dude. It was crazy, and it was like sketchy enough to where I was like, I'm not bringing my merch in and leaving it around, like, you know, kind of thing.
Yeah, in
And
case
I
they
didn't
steal your
bring-
eat butt stickers.
No, I mean I had okay. Yeah,
Stung him. Like,
I got him there, buddy.
hot commodity. Well, I also didn't bring in my camera equipment. Like, my point is, I wasn't leaving shit unattended.
No,
That's
I gotcha.
super stupid to do in this area. I'll paint you a picture. I walked outside to check on my truck, and there was a group of Latinas fighting each other for fun. They were literally
They're just shooting the
Playing
they're
30 seconds.
giggling, fist fighting for fun, and they're recording it, giggling, fighting, talking in Spanish, and then one of them grabs the other one and throws him on the concrete and like holds him down. And they're like, ah! And then everyone else is laughing.
Dude, they're just shooting
Sounds
the
like a good
face.
time.
Yeah, that's kind of sick.
yeah.
I mean, I was hard, but you know, it was.
Yeah.
She's like, bitch, I said body shots.
yeah.
Hit me in the fucking
I was.
chest."
It was
Let go of
before.
my fucking hair.
It was outside of the venue I was about to perform at, and I was like, "This might be a rugged show." You know, like,
This might be a bad one.
I don't know if they're gonna eat butt here. You know,
No, that
You're
is
like,
your
"Gross,
people.
puto."
no, yeah, no. It was a great show, but just how sketchy it was, and then the fighting for fun out front of a bar, that was like a little even shock for me, where I was like, "That's a new level."
You're
of
like, "We don't do
trash."
this in
That
the
is
trailer park.
crazy, right? Like we
Nah,
fought for fun, but not out front of a bar on cement. That's
Nah,
like
dude, that kind of rules. I think that's kind of
pretty
sick.
cool.
I'm not saying it's not cool. I'm saying that
We
is
gotta take
new
a skateboard
level.
ride down there when I give you one of those boards.
I was gonna say I'd love to take a skateboard ride down. I ain't fucking got one no more.
That board sucked anyway. You're better off with that.
Dude, you're gonna see. What if you
My
see
skateboard or
fucking,
my longboard?
I don't remember. I'm just being a silly.
So you
Billy.
longboard, huh? That's one of those.
No,
guys?
he longboards. I recently acquired one. We went on a little date cruise.
I ride all boards.
It's fun.
You know,
Yeah, except paddleboard. You have a hard time on the standing on that one.
I can stand like a boss.
Did you get a stand up?
Oh yeah.
I remember we went and you were like, I bet you can't
Oh.
stand on this pussy. And I was like, all right, dude.
You
I
stood up pretty good.
yeah, I fucking hopped up on that thing and then you got on it. You
It's
weren't
weird
even
because
standing when you
it's
dumped
weird
off
because
of
if
it.
you get on a board with wheels, you look like a deer that was just born. You're
Yeah.
like, whoa.
I mean, that's how I walk, dude.
Yeah.
You know I got bad knees, man. Come on.
Yeah. No, I can stand on a paddleboard. It is harder for me to stand on those inflatable paddle boards than most boards, but I think that's because I was like the second time I've ever been on one.
It's also, I mean, standing on water versus standing on solid ground with fucking.
I wakeboard. I've wakeboarded numerous times.
Yeah, but you're moving.
But you're being pulled. Yeah. Like, it was also way easier. It's like a bike. Like if you're on a paddleboard, like it's easier when you're moving to have your balance. When you're just standing there, it's like super shaky. It'd be
Really?
like, yeah, it's like standing there on a bike without it moving. You know, it's really hard to just balance on a bike.
You ever watch someone like struggling with that in public?
They're going slow and they're like moving the
No,
tire. all
no, dude.
fast.
I was. This has happened twice. Once I was behind this dude. It was in Olympia, actually, downtown Olympia, and he was like practicing trying to like balance on his bike with both feet on it. But it was like a mountain bike, and he's in like jeans, so he's just fucking around. And I was like, oh, that's funny to watch. And then maybe 2 weeks later, there was somebody who had one of those 10 speeds where you like clip your feet in, And so he did it for the first 2 stoplights, and then he I don't know if he was like fidgeting with something, and I watched him like completely fall over. It's so funny.
Dude, one of my funniest moments from the trailer park is I was like walking down the trailer park when I was a kid, and there was like this little girl learning to ride a bike, and she was like on the bike, and it like slowly went to a stop, and her older sister was like up on the porch, and she like looks at her, and her feet are still on the pedals, and she goes, "Help!" And the sister goes, "Put your feet down," and she just starts to slowly fall, like the slowest fall over ever, and she goes, "Ah!" And then just falls over, and then the sister goes, "Did you just fall over?" And she goes, "Yeah." All crying, and then the sister goes, "You're stupid," and just walks in the house. And I just fell on the ground laughing so hard, dude. And it's just like how defeated this little girl.
See, watching people slow fall is the fucking best. My ex-girlfriend's mom sat on a lawn chair and didn't get her balance right, and she just slowly fell on the plastic and hung on the whole way. And then she fell and rolled down the fucking yard, and I was like, "Oh fuck!"
I did a slow fall off the paddleboard. I was like, I was like sitting and I just went, "Whoa!"
Help me!
No, we're literally like I'm pretty fucking stoned, and we're in the middle of this lake, and I was just kind of like enjoying the scenery, and then out of the corner of my eye, I see Jeremiah, who I thought was just seated, hit the water, and his paddleboard like shoots up in the air, and I was like, "Did you fall?" And he was like, "Yeah." I was like,
No, just getting
Lost my
refreshed.
glasses immediately.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, because I was just getting situated, and I forgot I was on a board because I was stoned too.
Yeah.
And dude, I chugged that buzz ball. And,
"Oh, that's
that
right.
hurt
Yeah,
my
we were
tummy.
getting crunk up there."
Yeah, so I was just like situating, and I forgot I was like on a flotation device, and I was like, "Whoa!" Yeah, I had enough like foresight to like grab the glasses when I fell in the water, but then I let go of my glasses and swam up, and then I was like, "Oh, my glasses are gone."
That's so funny.
Yeah, thank God they weren't the Ray-Bans.
I know, dude. You're like, you put on the cheapos, and I was like, "That's a good move."
That's what the merch glasses are for, dude.
Yeah.
So many weed companies have given me free glasses.
I was in merch classes too. I was in Scott Lossy merch.
Dude, I'm so fucking. It makes me happy to hear you're getting into buzz balls. I've been fucking touting these
I
things
hated
all
it,
day.
brother.
Oh,
it was
dude.
not good.
We
I
found the
chugged a
giant
buzz
one.
ball and like 2 drinks, and I was like, I feel sick.
That's
This
what
is
you got.
crazy.
See, that's what it is. That's life. Filling your belly, dude.
That's teaching you how
That's
to
life.
deal. Yeah, that's teaching you how to deal with adversity, brother.
You thought gin was a hard time, dude. You got a buzz ball in you.
Dude, look at this thing. This is at the convenience store.
I fucking love it. Is that the inflatable one?
Yeah, dude. See if they can-
Dude, if I was
Huge.
fucking, that's like a college dorm dream right there.
I know. I saw it and I was like, "How much for that thing, dude? I want that right now."
If it's less than $49.99, I'll give you 25. That's all I have.
I entered in on Instagram to a raffle to win a buzzball inflatable pool, where it's like one of those big above ground inflatable pools, but it's a huge buzzball with a ladder into it.
This
And I was
motherfucker
like,
had a buzzball one time. He was like, "I have to have this."
that was
pool, dude."
before I
need
had
this.
one. I just know he likes them. I
Oh,
thought
I
it would be
love 'em.
so funny if I just got his favorite drinks pool.
Dude, I would have jumped right in that bitch. Dude,
That'd be
no
like
water.
if you. That would be like if you got like a Hendrix gin like a snowboard. You know,
Yeah.
just to fuck with me.
just to be an asshole.
You gotta be like, "Why do you have that? Can I have that?" And then I'd be like, "Yeah, you can have it."
Oh, dude, I would have been like, no.
I entered a win like your truck on steroids. It's like, "Hey, buddy, got this for free. How do you feel about that?"
Yeah.
Well, an
Sure,
inflatable
40.
pool's a little different than a
That- that-
$40,000 truck, but that's
That hurt him, dude.
Can you imagine if you
No, it's
won a
just a
truck as
shitty
a joke
analogy.
and you're like, I don't even like it. I'm not even going to take care of it.
Yeah, I think I'm going to trade this truck in and get a Miata.
yeah. Actually, Toyota Tacomas stink. Yeah.
These are kind of turning me off. Fucking, I don't even
Yeah.
like trucks anymore, dude.
The fourth gen doesn't look great though.
No,
Yeah, I'm more of a third
looks
gen.
very
It's too angular. Whoa. That
Little
is
Genghis
literally.
Khan-ish?
It is literally from Japan, buddy.
So it was a good impression.
No, it would. I think it started actually from that. I think it was voiced to start my
The-
truck. I think you said the code phrase.
It's like a sleeper agent.
like
It's gonna start
running now.
driving back to Japan.
The wheels like floats on water, like in GTA Vice City, where they just go sideways and it's floating on. All right. Anyway, that was a deep cut.
Dude, so flying cars are coming. Did y'all see that shit?
I've been seeing that shit for 25 years.
No,
What
there's a
convinced
guy.
you?
He fucking made it, and he's been like going there. Like they're like, we have to now make rules for this fucking one asshole who decided to make a car that can actually fly above the road. He's been like flying around his town.
Is it like flying, or is it like a little hover
It's like
situation?
a little hover situation.
It's just a drone, right?
Yeah, but he's basically on the road like above people, and he's like, "You dumb bitches in traffic." It's awesome.
I feel like that just falls under like FAA regulations immediately.
No, they're like trying to figure out how to make it so that he has to hit like stop signs and shit because he's just buzzing.
Yeah, I feel like that falls under because like drones, if they're over a certain size, you have to register with the FAA.
Do you see that Japan now they have drug drones and now they have capture drones and they ask like the cops like how is this for y'all? They're like it's the most fun we've ever had.
Dude,
and so they're like fighting each other in the air with drones and like the drug dealers are like I got away.
They're dog fighting with drones.
Yeah,
That's
it's so
crazy.
fucking cool.
That's
they have the
fucking
nets
awesome.
and shit.
That's how I always thought warfare should have been. It shouldn't be my people versus your people. It should be my robots versus your robots.
Okay, if that was that, Japan's winning 10 out of 10.
Yeah, that's the way wars should be fought. Like, it's crazy that we're going out killing people. We should just be fighting bots for. It should be battle bots. That's what it should be.
clanker warfare.
Whoever gets a
Yeah, dude, we should
transformer
throw
first.
the fucking dumb wirebacks out there.
Yeah, dude, let's get those lithium liquors out there on the field.
Yeah, dude. Fucking dumb clankers. They deserve to go die, not
Some
us.
guy just got spin kicked by a robot in that fucking Boston thing, and he hated it.
Open fire, dude.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
Immediately, dude,
Yeah,
unplug that
they were teaching the
motherfucker.
robot karate, and then he fucking spin kicked him, and the guy was like, "That was a solid hit."
You're like,
Fuck that.
actually, unplug that guy.
The minute it connects, guess who's getting fucking bricked, dude? I'm unplugging your shit. I'm taking your hard drive.
Treating it like your AirPods.
I've been bricked up this whole podcast. How you doing, folks?
And we're back.
No, I've been hitting people with like a really funny like new phrase where where like if another grown man tells me to do something, I'll look at him and be like, "You're not my real dad." And it shuts it the fuck down so hard because it's so silly. Because it's like, you know what I'm doing. Because kids would be like, "You're not my real dad," and run away. But I'm also saying like, "Don't tell me what to do."
Dude,
It's such a polite way of saying that, and it's so funny because you say it with jest, but like if you say it with your chest enough, they're like, "Oh, my bad."
Josh
Yeah.
Firestein got me with something like that when I was working with him in Portland. Because Gavin Howes came and did a guest set, and I wasn't sure if the sound guy knew that we had a guest, and we all had walk-up music. So I didn't want him to play the walk-up music for Narin, who was featuring, when it was Gavin's time. So he's like announcing me, and I was like, "Hey Josh, can you double check to make sure that he knows that we have a guest?" And he goes, yeah. And then he goes, "Is there anything else you need from me?" And I was like, "Oh, dude."
Yeah, that's power move right there.
Yeah, I was like, "Josh, get the fuck out of here, dude."
Yeah, that's him subtly saying, "Yeah, you realize you're here to help me, right?"
Yeah, and I was like, "Yeah, hey, can you please do me this favor? Like, can you just real quick do this thing that I would totally have done, but the sound guy's been absent until 2 minutes ago?" And he's like, "Yeah, dude, I got you." And then immediately he was like, "Oh, I can be nasty." And he fucking got me right before I went out on stage too. I was like, "Damn, you really fucked with my energy just now."
You know what's fun is to ask somebody to do something they were already going to do, just to watch them be like, "God,
You
damn it."
love doing that.
I do. I'm the
I drop
fucking-
something and I go to pick it up. And halfway down, he goes, "Can you pick that up?" And then it makes me not pick it up.
Dude,
It makes me so furious.
I don't do it anymore.
that's girlfriend shit.
Oh man,
Dude,
you
it
get-
makes Lexi does that too. It makes
Yeah.
it fucking triggers me. I'm like, I was gonna do it.
That's
you know, like,
girlfriend shit, dude.
Yeah,
I was
dude.
like, that
Yeah.
happened to me one time. I was like, I was over at my my lady at the time's house, and I walked out of the bathroom, and in my bathroom the light switch was like right there by the door, but in hers it was further in. So I like got to the door, and I was like, oh, light switch, gotta go do it. And as I'm turning around, she's like, turn the light off, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna turn the light and the fan on, and I'm leaving the door open. I'm opening the shower curtain. I'm putting the seat up. I'm gonna fucking run the sink. Fuck you, dude. I don't want to do anything. You know what? I'm taking your fucking. Oh, I was mad.
Unplug her
immediately.
charger.
You know
Yeah.
what? You know what really got me going the other day? Lexi goes, "Hey, when you go to your show, can you take the garbage out on the way out?" I go, "Yeah, I got you." And it slipped my mind. I was carrying 8 million things out. I didn't think about it.
Yeah.
She has the audacity to send me a picture of the full garbage
Nice,
and
dude.
say, "You forgot to take out the garbage." And I'm like,
Did she
with
send you a
that,
picture of her throwing
with
it away?
the amount of time you took that picture and sent it to me, you could have been halfway to the garbage can with the garbage, but you're being petty as fuck right now. And I didn't say any of that. I was like, my bad. And I
thought it,
figured
though.
she would take out the garbage. I got home. The garbage was still fucking full, dude. She just was putting stuff next to the garbage. Dude, I got kind of fucking pissed off about that.
She's
I was
like,
like,
when you take the trash out, take that too.
take the dude. So I had to take 2 loads of garbage out. I
I
was
love that the
so
story
mad,
ends with
dude.
you just doing it anyways. just-
She made me. She boycotted my ass.
Dude, that's nuts.
She played chicken with garbage.
You should have done a lay down protest against her, dude.
It was the New York City garbage protest or the strike, the garbage man strike.
What's worse, that or when your lady goes, "Hey, will you do this for me real quick?" And you go, "Yeah, I'll do it in a second." And she goes, "Well, I'll just fucking do it." You're like, "I
I wish you would have already.
Just
yeah.
about to do that.
No, you
Fucking
should. You
make me
should.
feel like an asshole.
Because I don't put up with shit like that anymore. She'll be like, "Hey, can you do this?" And I'll just go, "No," and I'll just leave. Because it's stuff she could have done. We'll both be sitting on the couch, and she'll be like, "Can you go get me a water?" And I'll be like, "No, you go get a water."
Dude, my ex hit me with this one time. I was she's like, "Hey, will you mow the lawn today?" And I was like, "Yeah, I got a couple of things I'm gonna do, and then like I'll mow the lawn for sure." And that was my thing. Should be my thing. Should be a man's thing, right? For sure. Also, don't think she knew how to start the lawnmower, and it was my lawnmower. And
I don't wanna touch my stuff.
I like was doing shit around the house, and I like sat down for a second to fucking have a beer or whatever the fuck it was. You gotta have a beer if you're gonna go mow the lawn. And she comes out and she's like, and walks back into the room and comes back out in different clothes. I was like, "Where you going?" She's like, "I'm gonna go mow the lawn." I was like, dude, it got me immediately. I was like, "All right, I'll go fucking mow the lawn." Right, get away from my lawnmower, dude. I was so upset immediately. So I'm just angrily mowing the lawn.
You know how my driveway is set up? Sometimes we got to back a car up to let someone out.
Yeah.
Dude, she does this lady thing where, there's like spiky hedges right here that'll fuck your paint up.
Told you I could
And
trim those.
She'll park right fucking next to it, or worse, I know she hit it parking it because it's like in the bushes where I'm like, I'm going to scrape my paint getting out of where you parked my truck.
Yeah.
And I have to numerous times be like, "Hey, don't park next to this giant pokey bush that will definitely scratch my paint." And she goes, "Why?" I'm like, "Dude, I can't get into my truck. What are you talking about?" And she'll back it in so the driver's side is next to the hedge, so I have to crawl across. I'm like, "I think you're fucking doing this on purpose."
I would. Dude.
How did you get out of the fucking
She comes
truck?
inside, she's pulling twigs out of her hair.
You
She's
know,
like,
she
"I moved
got
your
out.
truck."
She just got out. She was like into the fucking bushes. I'm like, "Don't do no. What are you doing?"
Oh, that's so funny. Do you have any lady complaints since this is a misogyny episode? Of,
I don't know, man.
Mush?
I fucking really. I
No,
don't-
ladies rule, dude.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
ladies rock.
I've been pretty fucking lucky. No, but I'm the antagonistic one. Like I used to piss him off. When
You
we
are
first
the lady,
met.
dude.
I
Like,
am. I'm the bad one.
hey, will you
Sometimes-
pick that up as such
my
girlfriend shit?
My favorite fucking thing is when like we're having just talking normal stuff, and it's like just a little bit almost an argument, and I'm like, "Don't worry about it. I know how you are," and just fucking let that sit. And I just go like, they're like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "It's fine. I know how you are. It's not a big deal."
You're gonna find out how I am. You ever hit me with that, dude?
That's that Southern bless your heart energy right
Dude,
there.
yeah.
You
That's
start
that Texan.
blessing my heart. I'm gonna fucking rip yours out, dude. Get the
yeah,
fuck
dude.
out of here. That
Dude,
makes
yeah.
me mad.
I'm the girlfriend in every situation.
you are
That's
such
my
a
bad.
girlfriend.
I know. I grew up with women, dude. It's I'm mental warfare is my. I've learned who I can play with, so I don't do it as much.
That's so funny, dude.
Hughes, I pissed Hughes off a lot, and I've been like, "Are you sure you want to be my friend?" He's like, "It's fine. It's not a big deal."
Dude, being a grown man and being lady cunty, I bet that catches people so off guard. Catching flack from your boy that you
Yeah.
normally get from your lady.
No, Hughes yelled at me one time we were in his truck, and I was like, "Oh, you zinged me. You're zinging me," and he's like, "Fuck you, dude." So mad. I stopped doing that. I don't want to make my buddies mad.
Yeah, it's
It
not
makes
fun.
I'm
me
watching
happy.
you seethe right now.
No,
remember?
I'm stoned. I'm stoned. No,
No,
yeah, it's you do have a good knack of getting under people's skin.
I hate it. I don't do it as much, but it genuinely makes me happy.
You-
But I don't
you-
want to. I don't want to like make everybody. Somebody.
You and Tony, I have a hard time deciphering which one is a better troll. I think he's a better online troll, but you're a better person troll.
No, Tony got me good that one time.
No, he's a better in-person troll. Tony is a god level
Hold on.
online troll.
I'll give you
He
one.
does, dude. Tony does this funny thing where he'll like go on. He'll
on
just call
TikTok
people
Live?
out. Yeah,
Yeah.
he'll call TikTok live and call people pedophiles. and
Yeah.
shit.
That's so funny.
And then they'll go, "No, Tony Cardoza, no."
He's like, "Yeah, right, dude."
He's like, "Yeah, right, dude. I know you fucking."
I don't know if you remember this, but I know you do because we talked about it when he had his going away party, and we're all like, "Oh, we'll come see you in LA, whatever." And you're like, "I don't want to impose," and Jeremiah's like, "I'll impose." I was like, "Yeah, dude, fuck, I'll impose. I'll come fucking sleep on your couch." And Tony's like, "Yeah, well, I'll do a show. Shad, you can host for us." And I was like, "What?" It caught me off guard. He's like, "I fucking got your ass just now." I was like, "Dude, that was nasty of you."
That's so nasty that it's been living in his head
Yeah,
for
till
4
today.
months.
For 4 months, it's
Yeah.
been in my head. I've thought about it probably once a week.
I think that says more about you than the comment.
Yeah.
100%. Also, speaking to Tony, we got to talk about this fucking.
Oh, hold on. Before we jump to that, I wanted to. So I hit somebody yesterday. This made me so happy. This fucking guy was like, I was like, "How you doing, man?" He's like, "Oh, I'm fucking all right." Blah blah blah. He just started saying like weird shit, and I was like, "Whatever." He's having a day. And I talked to him after, and I was like, I hope you feel better. He's like, I never said I felt bad. Why are you putting words in my mouth? And I was like, okay.
Jesus,
I was like,
that's girlfriend energy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
dude, you got out girlfriended.
No, I told him, I was like, I was like, oh, sorry. I was like, I hope you feel exactly the way you feel right now for the rest of your life. And he's like, nice, dude. And he turns out he was having a bad fucking day.
Tripled down on his that. That's so funny, dude. That you were like, I hope you feel better, trying to be nasty, and he was like,
No, I was trying to be nice.
why are you saying I'm mad?
Yeah.
Who said I'm mad? I'm not mad. Why you
Yeah.
why are you asking if I'm mad?
Like, good, then stay that way forever.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's so
Yeah.
funny.
It was good though. It cleared the air. He was fucking laughing. He's like, all right, fine. He's like, I'm doing okay.
All right, I'm being a bitch, dude. That's my bad. That's so funny.
Yeah, it's funny to call people out like that. I hit a savage call out at work where there's just like there's a subsect of employees that are just always mopey.
Yeah.
You know, and two of them were together and they were just mope festing
Little emo
around.
kids.
They'll walk around and just go, "Oh, I'm so tired." Like numerous times a day where I'm like, "Hey, shut the fuck up. We all know, and that doesn't help anybody or the energy for you to
Yeah.
go around and go, it's like an energy vampire, you know?"
It's also such a strenuous job.
Yeah,
selling
weed. Yeah. It's like, how about
going
you take care of
tequila or
yourself?
indica? Thanks for the
Yeah.
extra $5.
So I think if you're tired, it's probably you are not living a good life, you know, and that's probably on you, and you should deal with it. Anyway, so like one of them was like, "I'm so tired," when I was like walking out to go run an errand, and I turned around and I was just in a semi bitchy enough mood to where I was like, I don't think I've ever seen you feel great. I think it's always something every day. And then one of them was like, "Oh yeah," they were like laughing it off, and I go, "Yeah, they were like, "Oh, I think it's like this or whatever," and I was like, "You know what I think it is?" And they were like, "What?" And I was like, "I think you just want attention." And the other person, like the more of a problem, was like, "Huh, I'll say I do," and I'm like, "Oh, we all know." And then like dude,
Damn.
it shut it down so hard to where I had to do that like older brother thing where I'm like, "Just kidding, I love you. Don't cry. Don't tell mom."
tell
You know,
mom.
like where like I like,
jerked them off.
yeah, no, they were chicks, and so I had to be like, "I'm just kidding." Like, you guys know I'm fucking around, right? Like, you fucking. We all have days, and they were like, we know. Because, like, luckily they all know I do comedy. So
Yeah.
I get a little bit of leeway. Because I do razz people quite a bit. But it truly comes from love.
You can get away with saying some
Yeah.
fucked up shit at work if they know you do comedy.
Yeah.
Like
Because I truly was fucking around, but I bodied them. Like, they were like, and I was like, "Oh, dude, you didn't see that coming." Saw. It's like people that don't do comedy, dude. Like, they like, if you're boxing, they just leave their side open, and you're like, "Ooh,
liver.
and they're like, "Ah,
Go night-night, shit your
dude,
pants.
Yeah, dude, you were worried about your face.
You're gonna
you know,
pee
like-
blood tomorrow.
Yeah, you were trying to razz me back, dude. I'll fucking body you."
That's so funny, dude.
Yeah, they said something smart back, but
We were talking about fucking
Tony,
art.
Yeah, we got to talk about this weird art that he fucking posted.
Tony, we miss you, man. But what's going on?
Yeah,
Are
I
you
do
all
miss
right, brother?
Who's Anthony? Why is his dong so big? Why is he getting stabbed?
Nuck's gonna put a picture up. This
Yeah.
is Tony Cardozo's Instagram post, and honestly, man, like, you doing some voodoo shit on yourself? Like, what's going on? Or is that Beisel? Because Beisel's got a huge cock,
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Tony is
It's unnerving.
Tony short for Anthony?
of course,
Yeah,
but he
okay,
doesn't
yeah.
go by Anthony.
No, he hates it.
Someone saw his ID
But-
and hates him.
Anthony Beisel, huge cock, also goes by Anthony. So maybe Tony don't like Anthony.
And so he stabbed him.
Maybe it was because the last episode since before we came back, it ended with Anthony on the podcast.
Ooh.
And it was a great one too. Way better than Tony's going away one.
Yeah.
Oh, buddy.
Oh boy.
Buddy, voodoo's not going to get you to make it in LA. You got to go to New Orleans for that.
Nouns.
How's that go again?
Nouns. Welcome nouns. Asked me to say Louisville.
Say Louisville.
Louisville. That's how they say it there.
Yeah.
No. That was Nolans. Hold on. Louisville. That's how they say it.
You been there?
Louisville. It's not Louisville. It's Louisville. Louisville.
Louisville.
I just said liberal.
Liberal.
Welcome liberal. How do you say liberal? Yeah, how do you say
so
Louisville?
fast.
Liberal. There you go. That's the
Chad heard
bit.
liberal. He's like, goddamn right, dude.
We got there.
We got there, dude.
I think it's time to fucking check out. What do you guys feel? We're about that at that hour mark. I got some dates. All right, you guys look for the second week in September. I'll tell them where I'm at. September 10th, I'm at Laughs Comedy Club. And September 12th is Messy Jesse's in Aberdeen. So make sure to come by Messy Jesse's best damn comedy show in Grace Harbor. And September 20th, I'm going to be featuring at in Monroe for Davey Wester, the dog, dude. So
Did he call
check
you
me
about that
out.
this weekend?
No.
Oh, okay, never mind. I September 12th, I'm gonna be in Tenino with Narin Van, fucking podcast homie, at Stone City Event Center. So actually, if you're in the area, please come to that because Tenino is in the middle of tit fuck nowhere.
It's also going to be a sick ass show.
It's gonna rock. It's a stacked lineup. And then my next fun little road gig is I'm gonna be in Rockport, Washington on October 9th.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun one. Where you at, Crispy?
Nowhere. I gotta fucking catch up. Same shit as last week. So I
Okay.
won't say the same shit.
Yeah, check it out, bro.
Yeah.
Check us out. You can also hit up our Instagram and our social media because apparently that matters and we need to do better. So follow us on all the stuff. And you know what? We'll see you again next Monday. We're going to be here every single Monday until the world crumbles and crumples and crapples. And we'll probably die before then. But, you know,
I'm living forever.
amen.
I'll die right now.
You want to close this out, Crispy?
Hell yeah, dude. This has been Mush. Can't build us up. Can't break us down. Don't fucking listen.
Love you.
Can you hit the don't listen?
Yeah, I got it. Mush, baby. You can't build us up. Can't break us down. Don't fucking listen.